Well, thank you again, Douglas, and all of you for coming tonight and hosting us for this candidate forum. It really is a privilege for me to be your state senator coming up on 10 years here. And I hope that you all feel that I've done a good job for you because I've put 125% effort into it and I've tried to be as responsive to you as possible. And I'd invite my opponent to come on up to Hartford to see what it's really like up there, spend some significant time up there to understand. It's very bipartisan up there. And that we do a tremendous amount of work together, Democrat and Republican or Independents, whatever. We do a tremendous amount. And it's not always going to be 18 to 18. It might be on a fiscal issue, a budget, perhaps something like that. But you know, she says that on an issue such as choice and the laws we already have on the books and repealing that, it would never be 18 to 18. Maybe there would be one or two other people. So that's a completely unrealistic scenario. And one thing I want to do is emphasize the momentum that we have created here in the last 18, 20 months or so with the bipartisan budget. I know we're hammering like a dead horse, but this thing is going to save the state of Connecticut. It has structural reforms in there: bonding cap, spending cap, volatility cap, and what's called a bond lock. And that's something that has actually kept our ratings from falling. The rating agencies love this idea. Every time we go to market with a new general obligation bond issue, there are those three provisions in that. So if the bondholders don't like the way we're behaving fiscally, they can call the bond in no time at all to give us a hard time. So again, it would not be healthy for all of us to send another person from the majority party to Hartford, because what happens up there to majority party members is they are told how to vote. It's something that I am still in disbelief about. I didn't believe it when I first got there, but they said, watch what happens. That's what happens. They tell you how to vote. They don't do that in our caucus. They just don't. Sometimes they'll give you a little pressure, like it'd be really good if you did, but they don't tell you how to vote under the threat of punishment. Balance sheet, as we said before, is a mess. That's something we absolutely have to address. $120+ billion in unfunded and funded liabilities. By the way, we went from 18 to $25.5 billion in funded bonded indebtedness. Thanks to our governor who's been out of control. He's taken your credit card, hijacked it, and your kid's credit card, and done the same thing. So it doesn't make any sense to continue that sort of thing, irresponsible borrowing, irresponsible spending. That's what the party, unfortunately, is known for and has been doing for 48 years and routed the state. So in my candidacy, you have someone who's been working really hard at this for